Have you ever pondered what makes a serial killer tick? It's a disturbing question indeed, but one that has captivated the interest of many. The enigma surrounding serial killers has pervaded popular culture, stirring intrigue and dread in equal measure. Today, we aim to shed light on this grim subject and explore the common traits that seem to run through these individuals like a chilling thread. So, steel your nerves and brace yourself as we delve into the dark world of serial killers. Before we venture further, understand the term serial killer. A serial killer, as defined by the annals of criminology, is an individual who commits a series of murders over a prolonged period of time. It's not the number of victims that sets them apart. Rather, it's the pattern or defining characteristic that connects their heinous deeds. These individuals are not sporadic killers, acting on a sudden impulse. They are methodical, calculating, and often patient. They may lay low for months, even years, between their grisly acts. Their crimes are not random, but follow a distinct pattern or signature, a sort of calling card left behind at each crime scene. This could be a specific method of killing, a type of victim, or a unique manner of disposing of the bodies. With this definition in mind, we can now explore the traits that these individuals possess. A trait often associated with serial killers is above-average intelligence. This statement may sound unsettling, yet it's a fact that can't be ignored. It's been observed that a significant number of these individuals possess a high IQ, often higher than the average person. This heightened intellect, however, is not used for the betterment of society. Instead, it serves as a tool for manipulation, deception, and ultimately, evasion from law enforcement. Imagine a chess player meticulously planning their moves, predicting outcomes, and manipulating the game to their advantage. That's how some of these killers operate. They use their intelligence to lay out elaborate plans, to outwit their victims, and to elude capture. However, it's crucial to remember that this is not a rule. Not all serial killers are highly intelligent, but it's an attribute that's often found among them. Their intelligence, while disturbing, is a key factor in their lethal activities. Another common trait is their ability to charm and manipulate. This is not your typical charm, but a chilling, calculated charisma designed to ensnare. Serial killers often possess a magnetic personality that draws people in, making them unsuspecting victims of a deadly plot. They are master puppeteers, adept at pulling strings to get what they want, and what they want is far from benign. This charisma is not just for their victims, it's a tool they use to blend into society, to avoid suspicion, to become the friendly neighbor, the helpful colleague, the charming stranger. They manipulate not only individuals, but situations as well, turning the tables to their advantage, creating a smokescreen under which they operate. It's a terrifying game of trust, a dance of deception where the predator plays the part of a friend before striking. This deadly charm, this ability to manipulate, it's not just a trait, it's a weapon, a key weapon in their arsenal. Perhaps the most chilling trait is their lack of empathy. This is not simply a void where compassion should be, but a profound inability to grasp the emotional experience of another. Serial killers often exhibit an astonishing disregard for the feelings of their victims, which allows them to carry out their horrifying deeds without a shred of guilt or remorse. It's as if they're missing a vital piece of the human puzzle, a piece that allows us to connect with and care for each other. They might understand in a cold, cognitive way that their actions cause pain, but they are unable to feel that pain themselves, or to view it as something to be avoided. Rather, they see it as a means to an end, a tool to be used. In their world, the suffering of others is not something to be pitied, but something to be exploited. This chilling lack of empathy, this inability to feel for others, is what often drives them to commit unthinkable acts. This absence of empathy enables their horrifying actions. Lastly, they exhibit an obsession with power and control. This craving isn't a simple desire to be in charge, it's a deep-seated need to dominate and dictate the fate of others. It's this sinister hunger that drives them to commit their heinous acts. Imagine an insatiable thirst for control so profound that it drowns out all semblance of reason or compassion. This is the world from a serial killer's perspective. Their victims are not people, but mere objects in a twisted game of power. This unhealthy obsession often stems from a sense of powerlessness in their own lives. By exerting control over others, they compensate for their own perceived inadequacies. And sadly, this control is most brutally demonstrated in the act of taking a life. Their obsession with power and control fuels their murderous tendencies. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That someone's desire to command and dominate can lead them down such a dark and destructive path. In conclusion, while not all serial killers possess these traits, they are commonly observed. We've delved into the depths of the disturbing world of serial killers, examining the traits that are often seen in these individuals. We discussed intelligence, a trait that enables them to plan and execute their heinous acts with precision, leaving little to no trace behind. This cunning intelligence is often what allows them to evade capture for extended periods. We explored the trait of manipulation and charm, which they use as a tool to lure their victims, often appearing as trusted figures or harmless strangers. This unsettling ability to manipulate can sometimes extend to the people investigating them, leading them astray. We touched on the chilling lack of empathy, a trait that enables them to commit their crimes without any remorse or guilt. This absence of empathy is a stark reminder of the inhumanity that resides in these individuals. Lastly, we looked at their obsession with power and control, a trait that drives their actions. This need for dominance often manifests in their chosen method of murder, and it is this trait that often leads to their eventual downfall. Understanding these traits can help in identifying potential threats and in criminal profiling. It's a grim topic, no doubt, but one that is necessary to understand in order to keep society safe. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay safe. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.